It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading. I'm in the bee yard today, and I was just standing around looking at the bees flying in and out, and I was trying to figure out, what was the cause of my loss 2 years in a row like this. The year before that, I had pretty good wintering numbers. It went pretty good. So I really have to look at everything I do. There is one thing I noticed that was different about the 3 hives that survived compared to pretty much all the other ones. So I'm going to show you what it is. Yesterday I unpacked them and I put those 2 top boxes on. But the 2 bottom boxes were the boxes that they were wintered in. So there's no holes in the front of them. And I noticed this one over here, same thing. I threw a box on yesterday, but the box it was wintered in had no hole in the front of it. A few years ago I started making honey supers that had holes in the front of them, because I saw like a lot of them online, and I thought, well, that's a great idea. It's a lot easier, and you have an instant entrance every time you put a box on. But every little bit of change you do to your equipment changes things that you did not intend. So I don't know if it's the extra entrance that caused me the issue, but the fact that they survived without the entrances, I'm not going to winter anymore in supers that have front entrances. All these boxes were beehives. So I have a lot of them that were the supers that bees were wintered in. And I'm wondering if that little bit of extra ventilation caused a lot of my problem. Because 2 out of those 4 had holes, and there's a bunch more there. I don't know if that caused them to die or caused these ones to live, but I am not going to winter anymore with holes in the front of them. So we're going to use them for honey supers, and everything I make from now on are going to be traditional style boxes. So I don't know if the hives that survived because it didn't have a middle entrance in the box. But I do know that all 3 of those hives did survive. So I'm probably not going to winter in any of the boxes that have the holes in them. We're not going to go down that road. At least I know it worked for them. It doesn't look like there was a major problem with using the plywood top covers. See, I went to these plywood inner covers just to make a little slot, and they have an instant top entrance. They're easy to make and they're really nice, and I was starting to wondering if they didn't have enough room to actually cross over the top frame. But when I got everything unpacked, all 3 that survived had those plywood lids. My worry was they couldn't cross over the top of the bars. I may still modify some of them for winter so that there is a bee space gap so they can cross over the top of the bars, just in case that has any bearing on it. So we're going to do little modifications and do things just a little bit differently this year. We're going to take it easy with the splits and not go too crazy, and allow the bees to build up strong with their own honey earlier this year. And hopefully going into the winter we'll have stronger hives, and they'll come out stronger. So we'll just keep working at it. So you guys have a good one.